Good morning. It's Vijay here. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Today is Friday, 18 July 2025. Yesterday was a terrible day for the bulls who had expected that the markets will go up and behave exactly like what happened the previous 2 days and previous 3, 4 days actually, where market opens at one level, then it keeps on going down, and then in the second half, it bounces back because the bulls trample upon the bears. The first half, the bears trample upon the bulls, and the second half, the bulls trample upon the bears. That did not happen. It was quite surprising to me as to why it did not happen. And then I thought about what could be the reason, and then I realized that Citi has actually downgraded India in one term from overweight they want to neutral. So I looked at the numbers and I am more or less convinced that it is a bear trap because we have bears everywhere. I've listened to experts on TV. I listen to people on Twitter, and everywhere there is only a sign of bearishness rather than any bullishness. So people are now bearishly conditioned, and that may happen even today. So, what is this bear trap? So, this is what I call a bear trap. I will discuss about it in greater detail over the weekend. But yesterday looked like a typical bear trap. The bear trap is when a security or index appears to be in decline, but is actually about to rise in value. So, typically, the smart bulls would pull down the prices, trap a lot of people to think that prices will go lower, and maybe it continues for a few days or a few weeks and then it bounces back. So I believe that this is a bear trap. This is what's happening. Most people are getting bearish as we go along. So yesterday, if you see, this is what happened to the Nifty. It did not bounce back. It looked like as if it is going to bounce back like all the other days. Opened higher, came down. Then we on thought that by around 12:30, 1 o'clock, the rally will start, but then it fizzled out. So it put a lot of bulls into trouble, and we also suffered intraday losses. It is okay as part for the par for the course because touchwood, we have been making reasonably good bets, and the money is coming as far as the intraday is concerned. Once in a while, we have to give back to the market. So this is what I was talking about. Citigroup on Asian equities, they downgraded Indian equities to neutral from overweight. They raised Chinese, Korean stocks to overweight in emerging markets. Incidentally, Korean stocks are at an all-time high. Typically, these investment bankers, they will come in at the last moment. They should have been upgrading Korean equities about 2 months ago, but they did not do it. And now they have upgraded it. Chinese markets are a black box. Nobody knows what is happening there. So I wouldn't pay much attention to their upgrade or downgrade. So yesterday, Nifty snapped a 2-session winning streak. Nifty Bank broke a 3-session rally. Nifty Realty was the top sectoral gainer. Nifty FMCG gained for the 5th straight session. As I kept saying, this is something which was ignored. So FMCG is being bought, hoping that monsoons will be good and therefore the festival season will be good. I think only Hindustan Lever looks very interesting as far as the technical parameters are concerned. We have to watch it because some good things seems to be happening in Hindustan Lever. Nifty Energy rose for the 4th consecutive session, powered by MGL. Nifty IT was the top sectoral loser. The IT numbers are coming thick and fast, and they all seem to be very disappointing. But you never know; it could suddenly get into a rally mode because it is highly oversold. Mid cap and small cap also both snapped a 3-day winning streak. And PSU Bank is very strong. Suddenly, it became very weak. But we are very bullish on PSU banks because technically it looks very interesting. We are into Canara Bank and PNB. So what did the FIs and DIs do? FIs continue to sell 3,700 crores. DIs bought less than FIs. So net, there was about 870 crores net selling as far as institutions were concerned. So what are the stocks to watch today? Yesterday after the results, one can look at Axis Bank as being negative. I think it gave a shock to a lot of people, but Axis Bank is always a doubtful candidate. It is not there in the top 3. I wouldn't put there. I would put HDFC, ICICI, and Kotak in the top 3 good banks, and this is somewhere number 4. So Axis Bank will open negative, I suspect, and maybe even go down. Tata Communications was also weak. On the neutral side, you had Indian Hotels, not bad results. Lupin, some Again, something they're getting some GMP certification, so not something great, but it could be in the limelight. CEAT, mixed quarter, so one doesn't know which way it will go. Geo Financial also was strong quarter one. AUM and net income show solid growth, but probably it has been discounted. On the positive side, Wipro, in line with Q1 PAT and in line with Q1 estimates, PAT was above estimates, so Wipro could be the dark horse. LTI Mindtree also did reasonably well. Lupin again, they have launched a new drug. Textile stocks and United Spirits could be in focus because next week we will have the European FTA and India UK FTA deal next week. HAL has got some orders. Typically, HAL continues to get some orders on the LCA that they got from L&T, so that may be in positive territory. So, what are the results today? This is where the cookie crumbles, as I call it. Our Reliance is coming in after markets. HDFC is there tomorrow. I don't know ICICI, but HDFC is there tomorrow. Reliance is there today. L&T Finance is there, which is again going to come with good results. MRPL should come with reasonable results. Bandhan Bank, the whole street is bearish, and we unfortunately or fortunately are bullish, and we have Bandhan Bank across all our portfolios. IndiaMart, IOB, and Hindustan Zinc. Hindustan Zinc should come with good results. I think RIL will surprise the streets. JSW Steel also should do that. So next week, I think we are primed, and HDFC Bank also should come up with good results. So we are primed for a rally. That is what I call the bear trap. US markets continue to grow, continue to go higher. Dow Jones, S&P, and Nasdaq, all of them closed better. Dollar index also was a little bit on the higher side, but again, 100 would be the ceiling for dollar index. 95 would be the base. So nothing to worry on the dollar index. As far as commodities are concerned, Brent was flat at 69.6. Gold was also flat. Silver came down in the morning there, but now I think it has recovered. So that is as far as commodities are concerned. So this is what the sources say. The government sources talk of India, UK likely to sign free trade agreement next week. So that will be the kicker for a lot of companies. So what I would do, I would look at this and say this is a bear trap, and so I will, as usual, keep calm and then buy and hold. So whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.